On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans.
For the Jaguars.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll manage to pick up the... It's 2nd down.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Yo, you there?
flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
At the 39-yard line.
They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
Oh, 18. What's that?
Now Stroud. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
The kickoff for the Jaguars.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Texans. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer there to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Jaime Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Well, a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 35. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Now Lawrence. That's complete. It's Bashal Tootin. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And Lawrence going to move him around a bit. They'll get this out to Tootin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Go. Hey, lock.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And they will score. It's 6 for the Texans team. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ballgame.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. So they will set a shot. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Stroud coming right back after the pick six. It is intercepted at the goal line. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they're kind of right? That is caught by Donovan Thomas. 33 yards that time.
33.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
On play action, Lawrence. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now they'll change things up.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Hunter now will go in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. For the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Texans 21. Jaguars 14. Kaimi Fairbairn.
After the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their players really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
Well, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And he taken down there before he gets It's into enemy territory.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that. Second down.
Incomplete.
You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a gain of 14
First catch of the game for Cooks. That'll be a first down.
Jaguars, first down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards. That's another Jaguars first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bayshaw Tootin, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. These two teams all tied after one. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this out to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jenkins going to run it out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Look the hot. Hey, south. Hey.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it in, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have broken the tie. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back in order to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
Well, in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Jaime Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They're looking for disruption on both sides right now.
It's a gain of 8.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
11, Agate.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Open run. This is Burton Strange, the tight end.
Let's go. Take right
It's a
over.
gain of 11. That's another Jaguars.
Lawrence will throw. Incomplete. It's Hunter.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
That's another Jaguars.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Taken down back at the 42.
30 left.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown,
Brian Thomas, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. We've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
In fact, it was just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, here's Judkins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He was tackled at the
If you're a coach,
46-yard
you'll
line.
absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Once again, Judkins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Here we go. 118. What's that? Go.
Stroud looking to throw. Will try to pick it up himself. Balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
118.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. A dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Red.
Here's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Second and 10.
Lisa 24. Hey, Soko.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Look the high.
18-yard line.
Stroud. That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins. Down the left sideline. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Give up the middle, Judkins. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That's complete. He is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
It's a gain of
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tony.
First and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
On the quick, right?
It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Lewis.
Intercepted by the Jaguars. Jordan Lewis on the coverage.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
That's good for a Jaguars.
As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first
A gain
half.
of 22 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Now Lawrence. Now he'll take this and run. And he can't find a receiver. He's brought down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Lawrence now going to move him around.
After the sack on first down, Lawrence. He gets it to Cole. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we're signaling the timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
And the Jaguars first down.
Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the get-go. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
That's complete. He's got 2. And he'll be taken down the line before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
They'll try and set up the screen to Jordan. And able to break one tackle and then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
10 more
And when you have
yards.
success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
36-yard line.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll go down at the 28.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Jaguars first down.
Hey, lie.
Here we go. The 28-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 of the
They go
16-yard
play
line.
action with Lawrence.
He's wrapped around, taken down, back to the 25.
Trevor Lawrence.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Throw complete inside the cross. A gain of 8 there on the play.
Complete to
That
Brandon
brings up
Cooks.
third and a full 10
A gain of
yards.
8 yards. And it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Hey, I'm gun.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Will Anderson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Cam Little on for the field goal.
And this one is right through.
His kick is
And they have regained the lead.
Makes the score.
They don't get a touchdown
31.
here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense. And that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Texans.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. A run, it's Judkins. Will get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
That's a really nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He's in the space past the 25. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over into bounds.
And the Texans.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. An inside run to Jenkins. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Jenkins will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Makes the score Texans 35, Jaguars 31. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And bulldozing his way through. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then
a boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there, seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal.
Ow, the cut.
Trying to hammer it into Jenkins.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Crenshaw Jenkins
With a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Fairbairn off the good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
42. Jaguars 31. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans team.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Texans 49. Jaguars 31. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Hand off to Rodriguez. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the red. Hey, so.
Here's a give up the middle. And we'll get a few yards here to the 44.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
Yeah, not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try and run this one right up the middle. And now we'll have room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 45-yard line.
That's another Jaguars first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
The Jaguars will
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they like to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Nothing much materializing there on the first down run. We'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 3rd down and 6. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. He'll drop to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
23-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that's not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down.
He was taken down behind
the Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing now, Lawrence. Pass complete, Thomas. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Jaguars
a final shot now for Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Houston, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. Then they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars,